Lesson number 3. Properties of natural resources. Properties of air. Air is all around us. We cannot see it, yet we feel the presence of air. When we inhale, air is taken in through the nose. If we blow on our hand through our lips, we can feel the air. Take a stick from a broom or a paper or plastic straw. Tie a thread at its center and hang it so that it remains horizontal. Tie 2 rubber balloons of the same size at the 2 ends of the stick. See to it that the stick remains horizontal. Now remove one balloon, inflate it and tie it again as it is original position. The stick goes down on the side of the inflated balloon. This means that air has weight. Air is a mixture of gases. Therefore, like all other matter, it has mass and weight. Take an injection syringe without a needle. Pull its piston can be pulled out easily. The piston then remains in that position even if you let it go. Now close the inlet hole of the syringe tightly with your thumb. Pull out the piston more or less than before. Does the piston remain as it is after you let it go? The molecules strike a body, they create pressure on that body. This is the pressure of air that we call atmospheric pressure. On pulling the piston with the inlet hole of the syringe closed, more space becomes available to the air in the syringe, and it becomes rarefied. As a result, the pressure of the air in the syringe is lowered. Comparatively, the pressure of the outside air is very high. That is why, when the pulled out piston is released, it is immediately pushed in. If this experiment is repeated, holding the syringe in different positions, like vertical, horizontal, or inclined, the piston is found to go into the same extent in all the cases. From this, we can infer the atmospheric pressure is the same in all the directions. Take some water in the plastic cup and hold a straw upright in it. Hold a small piece of another straw near the upper end of the first straw and perpendicular to that straw. Blow hard to the small piece of straw. You will see a fountain of water. Why did this happen? On blowing through the straw, the air at its open end is pushed away and hence the pressure of the air near the opening goes down. As the pressure of the air near the upper end of the erect straw becomes less than atmospheric pressure, the water in the cup is pushed from where the pressure is higher to where it is lower. That is in the upward direction, and the water comes out in the form of a fountain. The more forcefully you blow, the higher will be the fountain. This straw fountain works on Bernoulli's principle. Try this. Take ice cubes in a glass up to the 3/4 of its height. Now observe what happens. Due to the ice cubes in the glass, the air surrounding the glass cools down. As the water vapor in this air cools down, it condenses and gets transformed into water. It is this water that collects on the outer surface of the glass. The level of humidity is different in different places. Similarly, the humidity levels also change from time to time during the period of a single day. The level of humidity of the air is determined by its capacity to hold water vapor. During the night or at dawn, when the temperature of air is low, its capacity to hold the vapor is less. At such times, the excess vapor is transformed into water droplets. This is what we call dew. In the afternoon, when the temperature of the air is high, the capacity to hold water, the proportion of moisture in the air is high during the monsoons and in coastal areas. As a result, we feel dampness or humidity. Try this. Dip an uncorked inverter empty bottle in a slanting position into the water in a wide container. We come to know from the activities above that air has properties like occupying space, having a certain volume, having mass and weight. Air is a mixture of very fine particles, spread like light in all directions. This natural phenomenon is called scattering of light. Temperature regulation. The earth receives energy from the sun. This energy is reflected by earth in the form of heat. The constituents of air surrounding the earth, such as water vapor, carbon dioxide, absorb a part of this heat and give it to the other constituents of air. As a result, the earth's surface remains warm and thereby become suitable for the living world on the earth. If there were no air on the earth, the average temperature of the earth's surface would have been very low. Transmission of sound. All the sound that we hear reach us through the surrounding air. The density of air also changes due to change in its temperature. In winter, the density of its air increases. We can hear the whistle of a distant train clearly early in the morning in winter. Air useful as a medium for the transmission of sound.